Thank you, thank you. So I hope everyone's enjoying their cold alcoholic beverage that I told you guys would really enjoy. First of all, I just want to speak a little bit about myself, and then obviously I'll get into the program work. But I've been with the Tuolumne River Trust for about 6 or 7 months now, and I enjoy it. I love it. I love working with the kids. It's a passion that I have for a very long time. I was born and raised in West Modesto, and growing up during those times, there wasn't really much for us to do. I mean, either you'd be in a gang or getting in trouble. And obviously, I had two loving parents that, without them, honestly, I could have been heading down that path, but I really didn't. And because of them, I mean, I'm where I'm at now, and everything's going great. So, with that being said, I mean, also with that, I mean, I've met the two most influential people in my life that have steered me this way to working with kids, and that would be my 6th grade principal and a gentleman that started activities in our community, which he started up softball, football leagues, and whatnot. Without these people, who knows what direction as well I would have gone into. But with that being said,
who was that?
When the gentleman that started these, it was a Christian Challenge League. His name was Dick Peterson.
I was his foster kid.
That man, I mean, for the longest time, I would, he was my best friend, and people would laugh at me when I tell them that a 60-year-old man was my best friend. But hey, I really could care less, because he showed me things and did things in our community that who knows where a lot of kids would have been at. And he's passed away, rest in peace. But like I said, I admire him. He's a role model to me. So with that being said, you know, I went off to school, went to Stanislaus State, and I thought, you know, hey, I want to teach. I saw that and I just was like, nah, I want to do something different. I want to work with kids on a one-on-one basis, you know, being able to touch their lives, being able to get to know them on a personal level. So I started with working with at-risk youth, and you think you go into that thinking you can change everyone's life, but really it's a tough job because they're already lost, and it's tough to touch people's lives when they're already so deep into it. But it's an experience that I learned, some patience in it. So with that being said, I had a friend that said, hey, the Tuolumne River Trust is hiring someone to do an activities coordinator. And I said, oh, cool, and it sounds like something I'd like to do. So I went and applied, and sure enough, I got the job. And in January, obviously January, we started up the Get Up and Go program at Riverside Elementary. And for you that don't know where Riverside Elementary is at, it's off of Yosemite, out in the, right next to Tuolumne River as well. And we started up the Get Up and Go program. We started out with 15 3rd and 4th graders and 15 5th and 6th graders. The 3rd and 4th graders would meet Mondays and Tuesdays, and the 5th and 6th graders would meet Wednesdays and Thursdays. So with that being said, in that neighborhood, if you really go down there, it's a lot of poverty, a lot of houses that are burned down, just a lot of crime that goes on over there. And actually, me and Eric were talking, and we were like, people sometimes ask, like, what does building sidewalks, putting lights up, have to do with the river? Well, it really has a lot to do with the river, because if people aren't feeling safe in their community, they're not going to go out to the river. They're not going to go outside and play. They're going to be inside their houses, playing their video games on the computer. And that's what the Get Up and Go program does, is we get the kids outside. And like I tell their parents all the time, they're with me, nothing's going to happen, I promise that. So with that, we take the kids outside. Obviously, we do recreational stuff, and my coworker Meg here is awesome. She does a lot of the nature stuff and the river stuff, and I've learned so much from her and everyone else at the Tuolumne River Trust. And you know, we just want to get these kids out there playing and noticing how beautiful nature in the river is that they have in their backyard. We had an event on Thursday for the airport neighborhood, obviously for the Paddle to the Sea event as well, and it brought a big smile to me because we saw so many kids playing out in the river that day that I have never seen in quite some time. And that was exciting for me because I remember personally going to that river when I was younger, and it was beautiful. People, I mean, the grass was kept up, there was bathrooms, tables to have a barbecue, and I remember going out there. And now if you go out there, it really isn't maintained by the city anymore. The grass is growing, no more bathrooms out there. So really what we try to do is we just try to let these people know that it's okay to come outside. It's all right to go outside and take your kids outside and play. Nothing's going to happen. And you know, with the Get Up and Go program, that's what it's built for. It's built for these kids, and it's built for them to come outside and play and to enjoy themselves. And you know, I thank everyone at the Tuolumne River Trust for giving me the opportunity to engage with these kids, get to know these kids, and it's just a beautiful experience. And obviously, I've learned as much. I mean, I wasn't a nature person, but I've learned so much. Now I'm very conscious when I drop something on the ground. I'm like, when you pick it up, you know, it's the Tuolumne River Trust coming out of me. So, like I said, I've met some awesome people. I've met some wonderful kids, and I hope I can continue working with them and hopefully lead them in the right direction, in a positive direction, and they grow up to be positive human beings. So, thank you very much.